Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this does not work. Well, I said earlier the clock was ticking on DeMarcus Lawrence getting a long-term deal, and that the Cowboys probably ended up playing with him on that franchise tag. And not long after that, here comes the talking head saying exactly that same thing. So, no big surprise there. They're not going to rush through between Saturday and Sunday to get a deal done for long term. They're okay with that situation. And Kirk Cousins has kind of changed the whole idea of the franchise tag type deal where, when guys used to think, oh my God, you're franchising tag, you're not trying to show me any love and things like that. I want a long-term deal. Now guys are kind of looking at it a little differently, saying, you know what? I can gamble on myself. I believe in myself that I'm going to end up playing so well that they're going to have to pay me a king's ransom, or I can pick where I want to go. And ultimately, sometimes picking where you want to be is really important. When you think about right now, you can see, where Earl Thomas wants to be. Yet you can only work where basically the NFL says you can work. You don't have too many choices once you're under contract. And who knows, maybe DeMarcus Lawrence has a love for another team like saying Earl Thomas does. Or thinking, you know what, I've got this. I'm going to make even more money for my legacy. So be it however it is, he's going to be playing on that franchise tag and hope it works out good for him. I would love to see him have another 14-sack year and have the Cowboys have to pay him. Also, too, this week, so that's one thing out the way. The other thing that's going to be interesting is we still have Randy Gregory issue. Now, by my counts, it was the 16th of May that they started saying that the paperwork was in, that 2,000-word report from Randy Gregory basically begging the commissioner, please, sir, can I come back to the NFL? And I believe he's going to be reinstated. It should be sometime in the next week that he is reinstated. I look at it like this, with the fact that he has been suspended for a season, 16 games, yet Jameis Winston gets 3 games for sexual assault. Reuben Foster for, accused of domestic violence, weapons charge, as well as weed, gets 2 games. Yet this guy has not done anything to anyone else other than himself. We're talking about not smoking weed and driving. We're not talking about him assaulting somebody. We're not talking about him carrying a weapon or doing anything other than smoking marijuana. And I've made the case that maybe the NFL needs to start looking at marijuana differently because of the medical uses and benefits of it. Okay, and of course, a lot of people are saying, dudes are just going to smoke it just to have fun with it. Well, that may be the case. But there's a lot of drugs that guys take prescription-wise that they get get hooked on, and aren't that good for you either. I don't see a big difference between the two. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think he's going to be reinstated. Now for the Cowboys, well, I don't know how much you can expect with him being off for a year, so I wouldn't put the expectations out there quite too high just yet. But either way, it would be good to get him back and get him into the fold and part of a rotation of guys that we can send wave after wave after quarterbacks. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Hopefully, I can get up the road soon and get back home. I've got a long ways to go, 150 miles of driving. I'll see you guys soon.